A thread by Carlos Oswida. Failure cascade. One failure causes another and another and another until the whole structure fails. Leftists have engineered a failure cascade for themselves. This is one of the most stunning failures so far. From AP News, New York Attorney General seeks to dissolve the NRA. She accuses the leadership of malfeasance. Instead of focusing on them, she seeks to abolish the entire organization. The AP article appears to be factually incorrect. Membership is apparently higher than it's ever been, according to Pew Research. From Pew Research, Guns in America, Attitudes and Experiences of Americans. Trying to dissolve the NRA, even if the allegations made against the leadership are true, will backfire in a way that Letitia James is obviously not anticipating. The problems for her are manifold. This move comes at a time when leftist activists have lost interest in the NRA. Also, she chose the worst possible moment to attack gun ownership. Finally, this is a transparent attack on conservatives, as everybody can see. She's trying to take out the nation's most powerful advocates for the Second Amendment. Regardless of the validity of the charges, Americans will see this as yet another attempt to bolster the current mania for defunding and abolishing the police and allowing deranged brown shirts to run wild in our cities. James has openly politicized the office of the New York Attorney General. One of her campaign promises was to look for crimes for which she could charge Trump. Show me the man, and I'll find you the crime. Lavrenti Beria, Chief of the People's Commissariat for Internal Affairs. Everything the AP article says about the NRA leadership actually describes leftist politicians and high-ranking law enforcement officials. Quote, James, a Democrat, argued that the organization's prominence and cozy political relationships had lulled it into a sense of invincibility and enabled a culture where nonprofit rules were routinely flouted and state and federal laws were violated. End quote. Here's the crux of the matter. Nobody has been charged with a crime. The lawsuit simply seeks to abolish the NRA. Pretty straightforward that this is purely political. But it couldn't have come at a worse time for the Democrats, who is totally under siege on all levels, physically, psychologically, legally, socially, politically, academically, and artistically. Trump supporters. How can we stop it? By re-electing Trump. The sheer insanity of relentlessly attacking us when we can solve the problem merely by re-electing Trump when we have an easy out is almost incomprehensible. But I learned from my communist brother that leftists are not thinking. They're simply following their script. You know what it's like? The opening stages of World War I. The French answer to everything was the bayonet charge. Here's the uniform they wore. The French carried out bayonet charges against German machine gun positions wearing red pants. Guess what happened? They got mowed down before they could even get close. A member of parliament wondered if maybe wearing red pants wasn't a good idea. The red pants are France, shouted another parliamentarian to thunderous applause and cheering. Within a few months, they adopted a new uniform. It blended well with the smoke and fog. In this election cycle, leftists went from red pants to this. Trump is a sorcerer. All the deep blue coastal states are campaigning for him nonstop. So are the battleground states run by Democrats. I applaud their efforts. There's only one outcome to this madness: Trump 2020 landslide.